Oh, what is going on, guys? It's officially spring, and although it's only 45 degrees out, winds are calm today, so we're going flying, and I figured what better way to start out springtime with a Q&A. Haven't done a Q&A in a while, and I want to do an updated one, get some questions from you guys, and answer them while flying around the Valley of Dreams. So this afternoon, I'm gonna film a Q&A while flying around in the valley. That means I need questions from you guys, so go ahead and comment on this story, and I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. Beauty. So that's posted up on YouTube. By this afternoon, aka a few minutes into this video, it'll have accumulated a bunch of responses, and I'll go through them and answer them while flying. But first, I've got this package from Viterazzi, straight out of Italy. And if you guys remember in my motor swap video on the Scout machine, I expressed some concern about the air box coming off and how the hose clamp had loosened. Viterazzi has addressed this problem, and they have issued a retention strap sort of thing. They sent a retention strap along with a few other products in this box. I'm gonna open it up and get the retention strap installed on my motor so that we don't have any risk of blowing an air box and blowing up a prop. Retention strap with installation instruction manual. Viterazzi parts box. Oh, sick! A brand new airbox with the strap already installed. And another Viterazzi parts box. All right, so this is actually gonna be a lot easier than I expected. Along with a safety strap, they actually sent a whole new airbox with one already installed. Nice high quality, strong Velcro strap. And this I will show you guys later, but it gets strapped to the engine itself. They also detail in the manual proper torque specs of 4 Newton meters. All right, so additionally, they sent 2 of these sweet little toolkit parts box things. Let's see what's inside. Rad, so this is a Moster 185 MY19 handy box. We got motor mounts, spark plugs, bushing kits, plug boots, nuts, gaskets, and then on this side, fuel line and starter cord. And in this box, we got an Atom 80 handy box, same sort of thing, motor mounts, oil for the redrive, that's dope. All kinds of cool stuff. Thank you to Viterazzi. I'm gonna keep these in the van, so if I ever need parts on the go at the field, I'll have them. And definitely when I hit 100 hours on the motor, I can use these boxes to do the 100-hour maintenance. Let's swap-a-roo this airbox real quick. All right, airbox install is complete. Super easy. Got my 4 Newton meters spec'd by this handy dandy miniature torque wrench. I'll overlay some shots of the Velcro strap on the back. A lot of people asked after that initial video what I did about the strap situation. I didn't do anything initially because I knew Viterazzi was offering this solution. So I just waited till I could get one, and now it's strapped on. So hopefully that solves the problem and at least gives me peace of mind that if the hose clamp were to fail, it's not gonna blow up my prop and cause a motor out. Yeah, other than that, I actually went to the post office today and the P.O. box was overflowing. I think the lady there was a little pissed because there was so much stuff, but I'm gonna run through this stuff real quick. We'll unbox, see what we got in the post office P.O. box, and then we'll head down to the bark and start flying. Ashley and Corey Owens. That's awesome. Ashley and her son are inspired to get into paramotoring. And if you're not a van lifer, you ain't That's awesome. The legend of the woolly mammoth lives on. And what? The Risky Biscuits logo on a freaking keychain? Okay, this one's classified. We're actually working on more and more Risky Biscuits accessories. So I'm gonna open that one in private. Of course, some epic coffee, smells delicious. Thank you, Kurt, appreciate it, man. What? More coffee from Honduras? Robert, thanks for the coffee, man.
My bad. No worries. I'll get an napkin.
All right, so we made it down to the park, and right now, conditions feel really good. It's super calm, but I've been watching radar all day. It's looking pretty gnarly. Like, there's this big system, and Jacqueline was in like the next town over. She said it's raining there. So I'm gonna try to go up like ASAP. It's not like an aggressive system. It's not like a thunderstorm. No big deal. Judson is on his way down. He actually bought Dan's motor. Dan's another local pilot, and Dan might actually buy my old Scout. So we're doing an old motor switcheroo, keeping them all in the family. Hopefully by the time they get here, it's not raining.
Look at that reflection. I parked over there because the wind was going that way, and I set up my wing and it was backwards. So now I'll put it over here. Just got to launch from a different spot. Here we go. First question is from Jacob Hutzler. He says, have you ever gotten motion sickness while flying for long periods of time? I can imagine the bobbing around in turbulence way up in the air could cause it pretty easily. So motion sickness, no. I'm not really the type of person that gets motion sick anyway. I do get dizzy if I do a sat, which is like that crazy spiral thing. I'll come out of it and I'll just be dizzy. And that's kind of sketchy. Never motion sick. Oh, check that out. The trees are actually starting to bud. There's little red buds or whatever on those trees. That's nice. Springtime is on the way. Cooper Florence says, realistically, how dangerous is paramotoring and how much learning is required before starting? That's a good question. Realistically, I think paramotoring is as safe as you make it. It's thankfully a sport that you can control a lot of elements in. If you compare it to motorcycle riding, when you're riding a motorcycle, there's other people on the road that you can't control. Paramotoring, you can a lot of times predict the weather. You can fly to a style that suits your experience level and your risk tolerance. So it's really, I think, as safe as you make it. Ooh, that's a nice one. And over this way. And then down. Yeah, so if you take proper training to get into the sport, that makes a huge difference. I think that kind of creates the foundation for a good pilot. Someone that has the knowledge, the skills. As you progress in the sport, I mean, you can make dumb decisions and get hurt really easily. Like, this is aviation, and it's not the most forgiving thing ever. It's not like driving a car where you're surrounded by a roll cage sort of deal. But on the other hand, if you make good decisions your entire flying career, it can be very, very safe. Oh, red-tailed hawk down there. What's up, dude? I suck at pronouncing names, but Shashan Jeet? Hi, Tucker. Greetings from India. 1. Except being lightweight, what else do you like about the Atom 80? And did you face any sort of issues with the motor until now? 2nd, he asks, what was your main motivation to start making paramotor videos, and has that changed, evolved over time? Aside from being light, the big thing I like about the Atom is it's just smooth. It doesn't have a ton of power because it's only 80cc, but it's like legit a microwave, and it's just a pleasure to fly because it's so smooth. It's not intimidating, it's relaxing, it's easy. That's what I really like about that engine. The only thing I don't like about it is the throttle, which I don't like about pretty much any paramotor. I swapped the throttle when I got it, and I don't like that throttle either. So I'm actually waiting for one of these throttles, and I'll get it sorted, and then it'll be the complete package and you guys will probably see it in a lot more videos coming up. Check out those power lines down there. Those will get you. Is that a stork? No, that's a heron. What's up, heron buddy? It's not, I don't know if they're herons, but down in Florida, they call them ribeye of the sky. Apparently, they taste really good, but you're not supposed to shoot them because they're like endangered or something. Don't ask me how I know. I actually don't. Someone told me, and I'm not going to name names, but I don't know how they knew either. Look at this. They're freaking taking out a bunch of trees back here or something. Oh yeah, and my main motivation for flying or making videos was to share the sport of paramotoring with people on YouTube and hopefully inspire people to try it out and get into the sport, which is like the foundation of why I started the channel, and it still exists today. It's really awesome to meet people that had never heard of a paramotor, saw one of my videos, kept watching, looked into it, researched, and now they're actually flying too. That's super cool, and that's really the reason why I started doing all this. So straight ahead here at Pilot is where I just picked up paramotor gas, and the joys of living in New Jersey where you can't pump your own gas. Most of the time they let you, but sometimes they don't. And of course, when they pump it, they freaking spill gas all over the can, so now it smells bad and it's dirty and I have to clean it. And I told him 5 gallons and he put in 5.2, so now my oil ratio is all out of whack and I gotta add more oil to my gas. Thanks, Mr. Guy. FE4R less. How old were you when you started with your first paramotor? I was 18, I think. Let me do math. Yeah, I was 18 because it was the year after I graduated high school, or the summer after I graduated high school, right before I started college is when I learned to fly a paramotor. I had already gotten my private pilot's license, but paramotoring was something I always wanted to do. And yeah, I was 18. So yeah, good memories, good times. All right, next question. How big of an area do you need to take off as a beginner? And what books do you recommend to read before getting training? So as a beginner, I think a general rule of thumb is like 1 soccer field is enough room to take off and land in. But that's only if there's no obstructions like trees surrounding the soccer field. So the actual footprint of a soccer field is totally fine. 2 soccer fields is even better, especially as a beginner. But most people that have gone through training and whatnot, they should be able to manage 1 soccer field. And as far as books, I have linked in my description the PPG Bible. That is a wonderful book written by Jeff Goen. It pretty much covers every single topic you would ever want to know about paramotoring. So pick up a copy of that if you're serious about getting into the sport, or if you just want to learn more about it. Alright, Che M says, how long have you been flying? I'm on year 5 currently, no injuries, except this one time I was kiting and I stomped my foot really hard on the ground and I freaking hurt my toenail, and then my toenail turned black and fell off. That's my only injury in this sport to speak of, and I'll take it. That's a great injury. Broken toenail. I'm happy with it. Holy shit. Big ass helicopter coming in from the north. Look out, Judson. Is that the Coast Guard or something? Freaking sky blender blending the sky.
Well, that is how you do it. We got down, packed up, and it just started drizzling, and the winds picked up too. I crammed both Scout machines in the van mobile, which I've never done before. Now I know, 2 of them fit. Yeah, it's Taco Monday at the local Baja Burrito establishment. Half-price tacos, killer deal. So we're all headed there. Judson's got the cover on his motor. Yeah, that is that. We squeaked it in just in time, got the maximum enjoyment out of that activity. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&As. Thanks for all the questions. Until the next episode, hopefully we'll have a little bit better weather. I'll see you guys. Till then, have fun, fly safe, do cool tricks. Peace out.